Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good start. Field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll get this to about the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action now. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Seahawks are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamison Williams. 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Short throw to Disley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 36 yards. And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking deep for Adams. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Davante Adams, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. On the move to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On play action, Brissett. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking deep for Jennings. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Brissett's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
William Jackson with a pick.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Brissett.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's got some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Again, it's Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Cousins now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Brissett on first down. Looking deep for Adams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Nevis on to attempt the point after.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go play action with Brissett, rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jamison Williams
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Cousins. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams, 58 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned.